Nobody talks about this type of unhappy. It's not the crying in your room kind. It's not a breakdown. It's quieter than that. You're functioning, you're present enough, but somewhere underneath all of it, something just isn't there anymore. You know the feeling. You get back from school, and it's like your whole body just deflates. You don't even know what you want to do, so you pick up your phone. Not because you're excited to, just because it's there. An hour disappears. Then another. You look up, and the room is dark, and you haven't eaten properly, and the thing you told yourself you'd do today is still sitting exactly where you left it. And here's the part that gets me. You weren't even having fun. You were just filling time, trying to make the evening go away without actually feeling it. That's the trap most people are stuck in right now. Not depressed, not fine either, just somewhere in between, running out the clock every day and wondering why nothing feels like it means anything. People look at that feeling and assume they're missing something. More excitement, more social stuff, more money, a better situation. So they keep waiting for the thing that's going to make it click. But the waiting never ends because that's not actually the problem. The problem is what the average day does to you. You wake up already behind because you stayed on your phone too late. You drag yourself through the day half present. Then you get home and instead of doing anything with that time, you hand it straight to an algorithm. Shorts, snaps, refreshing things for no real reason. Watching other people do things you tell yourself you'll do eventually. And then night comes and you feel it. That low-grade guilt. Not dramatic, just this quiet sense that you let another one slip by. Your brain at this point is completely cooked. Not tired in a way that sleep fixes. Overstimulated. Pulled in 30 directions. You can't focus on one thing for more than a few minutes because you've been training yourself for months to never have to. And then you sit down to do something that actually requires you and you've got nothing left. This is why things stop being enjoyable. Not because you've outgrown them. Because your ability to actually sit with something and let it land has been worn down to almost nothing. You open a game you used to love and feel bored in 15 minutes. You make plans and dread them by the time they arrive. The weekend comes and somehow makes you feel worse than the week did. So what actually changes it? Not motivation, not waiting until you feel ready. That feeling doesn't come first, it comes after. You need your days to start meaning something again, and that only happens when you start doing things that are real. Not watching someone else work out, actually going, not planning the project in your head for the 100th time. Actually opening it, not scrolling through people living their lives. Actually living yours, even in the smallest way. One finished thing changes your mood more than 2 hours of entertainment ever will, because part of you keeps score. And when every day ends the same way, unfinished, wasted, scrolled away, that part of you starts losing respect for you. Slowly, quietly. And that's what the emptiness actually is. You also need to give your brain some silence, not meditation, not a whole routine. Just stop feeding it noise every single second. The first thing in the morning, the last thing at night, every gap in between. That's too much. You're not giving yourself any room to actually think or want anything or feel anything properly. Boredom isn't the enemy. Boredom is how you remember what you actually care about. And underneath all of this is something simpler. You need to be able to look at how you're living and not feel ashamed of it. Not in some performative way. Just when the day ends and you're honest with yourself, you want to feel okay about how you spent it. Because when you don't, when every day is another string of broken promises to yourself, it eats at you in ways you don't even notice until everything feels gray. Happiness isn't this big, loud thing most people are chasing. It's mostly just the absence of that gray feeling. It's waking up and not immediately wanting to be somewhere else. It's evenings that feel like yours. It's a mind that isn't constantly sprinting away from the present moment. The question isn't how to feel amazing. It's simpler than that. How do you build a life that you don't need to constantly escape from? Answer that honestly, and you're already closer than most people get.